Good morning, everyone. Ginette Biro here. I'm a medium and a channeler, and we are going to dive into the energies of today. And holy smokes, did you guys feel that energy this weekend? It was intense. There's a lot of solar activity going on, from solar flares, solar wind, coronal mass ejections, cosmic energies. I mean, you name it, it was there. If you're interested in learning more about that, do check out the Ginette Biro podcast. I just posted it this morning, and it's all about what the energies are doing from that perspective. So if you're intrigued, check it out. You can find it on this channel. But for right now, let's dive into the daily insight from Spirit. I'm using the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. And let's see what the universe has in store for us, because definitely use some guidance here. Jumper. Okay, let's see what else there is. Okay, got it. Okay, so what they're telling me is, so the first jumper was partnership. So remember, any jumper card is always kind of the umbrella idea of how we should read the cards, kind of the idea. So all of these things have to do with partnerships, okay? Partnerships, whether they be your significant other, you with your children, friends, colleagues, and even spirit world. All of your partnerships, those that you find value in, this is where you are looking to take this message. So we have the Lady of the Lake card, we have the butterfly, and the Earth Fairy. So where they're going with this is in relation to partnerships. The Lady of the Lake card is all about absolute truth, courage, self-respect, and responsibility. So it's all about you really honoring your role in relationships, not cowering, not avoiding, not running from, and not being authentic. Where are you in your relationships? So you'll find there'll be some relationships that reflect to you the beauty that you wish to see in yourself. It's there. You feel calm, you feel confident, you feel courageous and peaceful. There'll be other relationships where they trigger you for certain reason, and it's asking you something about self. That relationship is mirroring something back to self that you can shift and change. So instead of seeing it as an annoyance or a bother, look at what can it tell you to shift and change. And it might be to end that relationship. It might be to create boundaries, firm boundaries, or distance, or have a deep conversation. Whatever it's asking you to be authentic with self. What is that relationship telling you about self? So that's what that card is saying. And then it's saying when you do that, you can then start to see the beauty in every relationship in your life. Those from the past and even in the present, they have all brought you opportunities to learn more about yourself. And again, the learning isn't always the negative. It's not always what you need to change or shift. Sometimes it's a reflection of what you actually give out in the world, how your kindness actually makes a big difference. Allow those relationships to show you the beauty that is you, how much you have grown, and then also where you can shift and change. And when we look at that, when we look at triggering from a place of what can I learn about myself? When we're in that mindset, things become beautiful. Even the deeper lessons become beautiful because what you can gain from it. So that's what this card is saying. And the last one, the Earth Fairy, is all about physical health, grounding, and foundations. And so this one is saying, be very present in 3D in your relationships right now, in your partnerships. Look at them for what they are. How do they help your human self? Sometimes we can get really caught up in the spiritual and we try to spiritually bypass things or just think from that ascended perspective. But we have to remember we're also humans on this planet. So we have to honor the human self too, not just the spirit self. We need to balance both of those. So this card is asking you to check in with your human self. How are those relationships making you feel on a human level? What can you do to shift them, enhance them in the physical realm, in 3D? And I mean, if that's enhancing it for some beauty, that means get together, have coffee with them, spend the time, go for walks, be in nature together, really embody those really beautiful, harmonious relationships, because that can bring you more abundance of energy and self-love and all of that. And then those that need to be shifted in 3D, maybe it's time for you to let them go. Maybe it's time for you to set a boundary that brings you more peace in your 3D world. So look at it from your 3D perspective. So there is your message today from Spirit, really stepping into partnerships and relationships. And we will be back tomorrow to see what else is in store. So if you guys are enjoying these videos, please do like and subscribe. And definitely check out the Ginette Biro podcast. Lots of good stuff on there, especially today's post. And for everything else, do check out avalonspirit.com.